Good to see you. Interesting. This definitely bears some... Here's hoping you don't have... This definitely... Here's hoping you don't have to use it. This definitely... Here's hoping you don't have... This... Here's... This definitely... Here's... This... Here. Every... This def... Here. And this definite... Here. Pretty rare piece of equipment. How'd you like your pay? Here you go.
What was the result of the latest scan?
It appears the Enclave troops have moved beyond the hill.
Keep that tech coming. Ah, good to see you. This... Here's hope. Some... This... Here you... This... Here you go. This. Here you. This def. And this. This. And this definite. Here. This. This. Okay. Always good to see you. Let's see what you've got. And this definitely. This definitely. This de
It's good to see you alive and well, sir. I don't think...
Hey.
Needed a place to get out of the sun for a while.
Always a pleasure to receive you again.
Good enough.
Get your ass over here if you want to live. And watch out for the mines. Lock and load. They'll be here any second. Be careful. Inside your own slide. Hang tight. There's There's always a second wave. Damn it. Whew. Say, you're pretty decent in a firefight. Ho-ho! Do I detect a hint of wit? Rare to run into that in the capital wastes. Sorry, I'm being a complete asshole. I'm Sydney. It's good to meet a fellow relic hunter. Come on. You and I both know this is good old Abraham Washington. Only problem is, you're not going to get it without my help. Simple. We pool our resources, grab the declaration, then I've studied the plans of this place. Smart. Okay, there's a concealed cargo lift right here in the center of the rotunda. I've spent a few days hacking the lock with my remote terminal. When you're ready, I'm surprised. What is... I don't know. I grew up one day out in the wastes. I stumbled across some poor bastard. I had heard that Abraham Washington, after he loaded me up with caps, I got pissed drunk, got laid, and was happy for... Oh no. There's more than a lifetime supply of grade A crap in that place. Couldn't possibly do it alone. Like, honestly, I don't care what he does with that Yeah, my father made gun ammunition for a living. So I've spent my downtime... Sorry.
Today I address you with a message of utmost urgency.
We kept the declaration in the archive strong room that's at the end of the east wing here. We'll have to make our way. There's all sorts of shortcuts through maintenance doors and utility gates to bypass security, if you can get through them. That takes care of that. Watch it, will you? go with that.
Commencing attack on target. Put down your weapons and submit to authority.
Good enough.
Unable to
According to the plans, the turret generator is somewhere in this room. Disable it, and it should make our lives easier.
We cannot allow the enemy to penetrate. Our defenses any deeper. Old Glory must not be staying with the... The enemy will be here soon. You must defend your leader. Remember, our cause is noble. It is the...
No hostiles detected. Continuing perimeter sweep. Alert. Non-combatants are advised to leave the area. Security sweep in progress. Lethal force may be used without warning. Alert. Non-combatants are advised.
I've got one!
Hostiles detected. Continuing perimeter sweep.
Look out! Look at that. Up ahead should be the door to the archive strong room. That's where they keep the Declaration.
soldiers at the gate.
You've breached our defenses, evaded our best soldiers, and you've raided my home. But I have not yet begun to fight. I cannot allow you to steal our freedom. The Declaration must remain here. It is our symbol of hope, the one thing that cries out, we are a free nation. Why, I am Button Gwinnett, second signer of the Declaration of Independence and distinguished representative from Georgia. I know your fighting prowess far exceeds my own, but I will still duel you to the death if I must. What will it be then? Rapiers? Pistols at dawn? Out with it! This is no mere document, sir. This is the doctrine laid down by my fellow members of the Second Continental Congress. It absolves us of the tyranny of King George III of Great Britain. It is perhaps the greatest symbol of this free nation. Broken promises and deceit may be the way of Great Britain's crown, but I will not succumb to such tomfoolery. Since it appears you wish to resolve this without bloodshed, may I suggest you stand down and surrender? I can promise that you will be treated well, in a manner accustomed to any member of the Royal Army. Please explain, but I warn you, I am well versed on the tactics of the underhanded redcoat spy. You do well to remember that. You... Do you... However, since...
Hey, be more careful. Hey! Anybody there? What's up? It's only... Thanks.
Any trouble in this area?
I can't wait to add the declaration. Oh, my lord, I never I'm utterly shocked. You two have earned your places in the annals of American history. Yes, indeed. You will be remembered for this great day. I will award Sydney's promised bounty to her personally. No need to worry yourself about that. Enjoy your reward, my friend. You've earned it.
What's up? I thought he was the best. My mom... But when I was 14, he vanished and left me all alone. Never even said goodbye. Do I have to tell you? I don't know where he went. What? Oh my God. That's his voice. It's really him. I can't believe you brought this to me. Oh, I don't know what to say, but thank you. Wait, here. Take my 10mm Ultra SMG. It's never let me down. Besides, I won't really need it anymore.
What brings you by Rivet City? Indeed I am. Although there were several copies made of the document, I certainly never expected to come across one intact. What? Interesting. I'd love to have that in the museum's collection. I will buy... Thanks much. Oh my, I never expected anyone to find this. I didn't even know it was still intact. Well, certainly a reward is an... Thank you very much. That would look fantastic on the museum wall. Thanks much. Oh my goodness. Handwritten by one of the greatest presidents of our country? The society must possess this. I'll give you 100 caps for it. Thanks much. Pennies, eh? That's the old money they used long ago. Well, any artifact from a... Thanks.
Good to see you. I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
I'm looking for troublemakers. I decided to check out the shop, eh? If you want any of this shit, just holler. Need to do some killing, eh? A pleasure doing business with you. Have you seen any? I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Stay sharp. They're everywhere. What are you talking about, boy? I don't know anything about it. Fine, whatever. This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the Wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch. That witch ruined my life, but you're right. Who gives a crap about any of that? You want your precious proof. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable. Oh, all right. So maybe I didn't wipe his mind like he asked, but I buried it deep. Almost as good, really. But it's still there. Still accessible. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines. Don't...
I'm a little busy right now. Is there a problem? What's that supposed? Look, kid, I don't have time for existential debate, and I'm not interested. Are you out of your mind? I've never been to the Commonwealth. I never even heard of the place before Zimmer arrived. I'm definitely not a robot. Do I look like a robot? And I'm certainly no man's property. Did Zimmer put you up to this? You have exactly 5 seconds to explain what it is you're trying to do here, or you'll be leaving Rivet City by way of the nearest porthole. All right, I'll humor you. But this is impossible. I can't be a robot. I'm a human being. I breathe. I eat. Hell, I cut myself shaving this morning. I was bleeding. Robots don't bleed. I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to even think about all this. I'll admit, this is pretty convincing evidence. But it doesn't make any sense. How can this be possible? Ah! My God. I remember. I remember it all. From before. Zimmer. The Commonwealth. The Institute. My God. All those runners I brought down. You made me remember. Why? How? Never mind. My God. What am I going to do? My life. Everything. It's all a lie. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to shove him into a... He is a security. Don't think this gives you license to run around shooting anyone you want. Here, use my weapon. I've had it forever, and it...
Hey. Any trouble in this area?
No, I haven't seen
Everything looks okay here.
The sooner you find my property... Harkness, and he's right here. Thank you for your and now for your payment. This combat module will directly affect...
Oh, hello. Are you lost?
Better not try that again.
Dr. Lee and her staff left to get Project Purity running.
Really? It's ready? That's great news. Hope there aren't any problems at the Jefferson Memorial.
I never expected it to happen in my lifetime.
Any trouble in this area?
Zimmer's dead. I know. Now he's just another bad memory from my past. Look, I don't know why you wanted to help me, but you did, and I'll always be grateful for that. Now, it's time for me to get back to my life.
I'm looking for troublemakers. You seen any?
I'll never forget you. I hate to ask. I can.
Stay away from me. What do you want? Are you one of them? I suppose it doesn't matter if I tell you. I used to be a slave. I saw a slaver on this ship. His name is Sister. I'm afraid he's after me. Really? Oh, thank you. Can you help me? I've been so worried with him around. I can hardly sleep at night. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you, but I think if you ever go up north, there is a secret slave hideout called Temple of the Union. You might find them useful.
It's good to see you alive and well, sir. I hope things are going well.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please, come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be kept waiting. I'm so glad you're here. If you wouldn't mind... Excellent.
We welcome you with outstretched arms.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome to Oasis. You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception. No, I suppose you haven't. In fact, few who live outside of Oasis have. Everything you see around you, from the tallest tree to the smallest blade of grass, is a gift from him. He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives, and he is the one who guides. No one speaks his name out of reverence for his majesty. Thanks to him, the tree minders have a home. I understand. We care for this place and keep it safe from those who would seek to exploit it. He gives to us, so we give back to him. It's an arrangement that's worked well for almost 2 decades. We shun technology and embrace nature. That's the life of a tree minder. Sadly, the wasteland is a hostile place, and sometimes we're forced to defend ourselves against it. If that means fighting with manufactured weapons, then so be it. Had he not asked to see you, you never would have gotten this close to the gates. Yes, indeed it does. Sorry, I don't speak to outsiders very often, and I tend to get lost in conversation. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. Yes, person. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin. It's simple, really. You drink the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. I assure you, nothing harmful will happen to you. Very good. Take your place in front of the basin, and let's begin. You must drink from the basin if you wish to meet him. We will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean? Neither have I. Well, I mean, I talked to Herbert, but he never really says anything back. Do you, Herbert? He kept growing around me. Maybe for calling him Herbert all the time. His name's really Bob. I think it's funny when I call him Herbert, though. Well, I suppose you could look at it that way. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head, sunk his roots right in there, you know. Well, eventually, he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside. Whoa! Check out the brain on this guy. It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track. I was exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. We were pretty deep inside and we found some weird vats of this nasty green goo. Right when we were about to leave, I think we were attacked. Last thing I remember before blacking out was something knocking my friend into the stuff. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that. Or we're glad to hear that, me and Bob. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me? I wish it was that simple. No. There's only one way you're gonna be able to do this for me. Oh, no, don't worry about them. When you decide to go down there, I'll have a little chat with Birch and the rest of the gang.
They usually don't understand a word I say, but I'll make them come around. How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart. You will? Oh, you made us so happy. Oh, isn't that right, Bob? Just give me a little time to say goodbye to good old Bob, and then I'll be ready. No, Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert, 'cause I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
You have something to say? Are you certain? I'm disappointed, but I cannot say I'm surprised. If you change your mind, I shall be, studying in the American History Museum, downtown.
So you're the outsider, huh? Aw, I never knew an outsider could be scared of anything. Harold told me that he's scared of fire. If fire ever got on him, it would burn him and Bob until they were all gone. That's why we keep the fires far away from him. My parents told me sometimes
Allow me to introduce myself. It brings... Be wary of the water in the... And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies, to keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, that must be it. I know why you're here, and despite what... After all, he... Oh, he wants to see if your faith is strong by Don't worry. Yes, I've been pondering that riddle myself for some time now. The Great One's influence is growing. We can't allow Oasis to call it... You misinterpret his words, my friend. He wants you to extinguish that which seeks to make him... If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself, I can promise you no harm would come to him.
I love Birch, but the spreading of his influence is not a curse. Of course we do. It's upsetting him to no end. But now that you're here, I heard what my husband wanted you to do. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist him in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades.
Cast aside your bits of...
The Great One is dead, slain by your hand. Don't worry, I hold no grudge towards you. You'll have to forgive my people at a time like this, outsider. They aren't used to being so lost. And for once, I don't have the words to help them. Before you reached his heart, he imparted his last words to me. He told me about his will to die and how I mistook this for some mystical sign. How could I have been so blind? How could I have misled all these people? Perhaps, if I would have spent more time getting to know him, things would have turned out different. Even though the Great One has left us, our memories of him will never die. With Bloomseer Poplar's help, I'm confident we can keep Oasis alive and carry on as tree minders. Go now, outsider. Go, but never forget the gifts the Great One bestowed upon us.
I've heard of you. You're one of the Yeah, I think you're pretty swell for someone from out there. And you were really nice to me, too. I was gonna give this to my bestest friend, Harold, but he doesn't have pockets, the silly head. This is a charm that my parents gave me for my 5th birthday. It's really neat. Take it.
It's over. All over.